my friends, welcome. Before my presentation, I want to ask you all a question. Have you ever felt the power of unity and culture in a community? I have. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about Manhattan Chinatown. My name is Mouhui. In 2021, I traveled from Dalian, China to New York City. Like many international students, I felt lonely during the pandemic, particularly as a non-native English speaker. As I long for my hometown, I enjoy spending time in Manhattan's Chinatown. But after the pandemic, I have noticed this has become increasingly quiet and deserted. Manhattan Chinatown was formed in the 1870s, one of the largest and oldest Chinese community in the U.S. Within over 67 residents, COVID-19 has led the most severe unemployment crisis in Manhattan Chinatown. As a result, the impact of the pandemic has been felt by the whole community, including families, small business, and residents of all age, which is why it is crucial that we work toward making a change. At that moment, I feel I have to do something about it. Chinatown is important as it helps local business grow, giving needed support to residents and teaching native-born American about other cultures. They are especially vital for low-income folks, immigrants, and small businesses, and depend on these communities for their well-being. So, what I'm focused on these two groups. I want to explore how to help them address the problem about social disconnection, diminished and culture vibrance, and struggling local businesses. With that in mind, over the past year, I began spend more time in this community. A food pantry delivery person is my first step toward getting to know them. Within time goes on, my identity changed a lot. I become a community researcher and eventually hosting community events. During my time in the community, I had a memorable encounter that opened my eyes to the real impact of the pandemic on Chinatown. I met two Chinese ladies, Auntie Li and Auntie Wang. They felt lonely and disconnected after the pandemic because they were few activities, talks, and fun things to do. They missed the vibrant old days when Chinatown was full of life. How my way spark a sense of belonging and a social spark will igniting interest in the local businesses to facilitate the vibrant recover for Manhattan Chinatown community. Now, let's explore the need of people, support local business, and review Chinatown with our first prototype. Once I was trying to rebranding a local barber shop in Chinatown to bring back old customer and attract new ones after the pandemic. But I realized that I couldn't address the social issue with rebranding alone. So I teamed up with the Chinatown Business Improvement District, building on their open street program. Together with the volunteers, we offered culture activities like painting classes, origami, and balloon art to draw more participants in and cruises access to local social activities. I also took these opportunities to research what the community members wanted from these activities. The success of this approach empowered me to create a community event platform that connect people to the Chinatown community through culture. Today, I'm happy to introduce you all my final intervention, the Spark Igniters, which is a platform to bring Chinatown together with art, culture, and service. It helps local business and make the community lively again after the pandemic. We connect people and create support for each other. As an organizer, this year my classmate Ifei Tan and I found an Asian art organization called as the main host of Spark Igniters. We collaborate with more potential art groups to bring diverse art experience and a stronger community connection to Chinatown. The goal of the project is to empower Chinatown small business, enhancing community resilience, and foster inclusive economic development. In our first event, our weekend successfully collaborated with over 70 talented artists, bringing an amazing culture events to community in attracted more than 3,000 visitors and made over 50,000 in sales. You can enjoy traditional music, art, experience Asian life here. The mission attracted over 2,000 volunteers, and we are constantly building community cohesion. We bond this successful back to the community, and as the IR become more well-known, more greater communication, contact us and bond more vitality to the community. For example, we work with the New York Mandarin Playback Theater to bring proud art to a senior center, allowing more seniors to tell their story and participate in a performance and in a easily way. Next month, you all see this exciting performance on the open street stage. We also invite artists from the New York Chinese traditional theater associating for performance. In this picture, this is a Chinese traditional musical instruments guzheng performance. These artists attract a large number of tutors. More tutors means more foot traffic, boosts small business. Well, people have fun. We also make social service more accessibly. This is including language service, healthcare, legal aid, civic information, small business support. Through Spark Igniters, we aim to create a more inclusive and resilient community in Chinatown, enhancing social cohesion, promoting local art and culture, and strengthening local businesses. Now, more and more Asian businesses have been inspired to invent in the community. I'm thrilled to share some exciting news. I've already cured over 2,000 in sponsorship from ACRE. In serving over our activities can continue to thrive, and a lot of really amazing artists and organizations join us. Today, you also hear more exciting story about we from other students. Let's come together to create a thriving community, unity for vibrant Chinatown and be the spark that ignites positive change. And thank you for hearing. Finally, I'd like to express my deeply the gratitude to everyone who has supported me on this journey. My heartfelt thanks to my advisor, Mari, and whole DSI team, Mia, Dimitri, Caroline, and Gail. Thanks to my community and my supportive partner Chinatown BID, and thanks my classmate, and the last certainly not least, thanks my mom to support me in this journey. And yeah, in the heart of Manhattan, let's ignite beacon and hope and resilience as we together to breathe life back into the vibrant Chinatown community. Thank you.